Okay, let's extend this a little farther. So we have the tomato, and we can now, for example, let's just unpack that and call this one wheat. And let's go find, I don't know, wheat or corn. Yeah, let's do corn. So here we have a corn, and we have a small corn. What else do we have? That looks like a medium corn. Oh, there's baby corn. I have 4 corns. All right. So I'm going to delete those. And let's call these, let's name these things. So that will be 3. Oh, okay, well that one's the same one. All right, so we have 0, 1, and I guess this one's 2 then. All right. I guess we'll rename that so it doesn't, kind of, matches. All right, so get material of that one. That should be fine. And I forget if we even need this one, but we'll put it there because why not? And let's set that one. Okay. Now let's go to our farm and stuff that in. Get rid of that. Go to this. Corn can be 2. Let's find a, I don't know, some sort of, I don't think I have corn per se, but something that could represent corn at least. And what do we have? Alright, we're going to use that weird thing. Doesn't look like corn, but whatever. Okay, so now, just by adding that, not even doing anything yet, right? So we have tomato, and as you can see, this guy can now do corn. Just like that. Very easily extended system. Right, and if I cut this down to 3, or I guess 2, well I'll show you 3 first. Right, there we have. Now when you don't have many, like we'd almost have to reorganize the position of the icon. But I mean, the logic, everything still works just as good. The system doesn't care how many of those there actually are, right? So trying to mix those things up a little bit. All right, so what do we do next? We have the ability to plant objects. Let's delve into the, well, let's grab our original here. So when this guy becomes active or alive, right, he hits this stage, he needs, let's just build a new FSM. So let's do, and there's numerous ways to do this as well. You could always add these things to an array and have the array kind of do all this for it. But I think in this case, I'm just going to do it like this. I mean, if you were to use hundreds and hundreds of plants, this method may not be the best. You might want to do an array style. But I mean, beyond that, I mean, the style's fine. So, okay, so what is growing? Well, let's wait. You know, we don't have to go crazy long for this. I mean, you probably want to go a lot longer, but, you know, we'll int add. Let's go, I don't know, age add 1. And, oh no, let's not put a finish there. Let's do a int compare. Put that underneath. And if age is, I don't know, we'll say, oh, I guess we don't want to go crazy or else it'll take a long time. We go stage 2. Copy, paste, and let's go with 5 and go stage 3. And then next frame. And go finished. Finish can just go back. So stage 2, stage 3, and so stage 2 is, let's make an array. That might be the easiest. Levels and a game object. Actually, you know what? Let's not do an array. In the newer PlayMaker, since the last update or whatever, they do have action called activate solo. So let's try that one out. And then let's finish. Go over there, copy, paste. This guy can go over there, only this guy will be doing, oh, whoops, wrong one. That guy, I don't know what the allow reactivate does. And on start, let's do this guy. All right, so, and that should be, if I would have used variables, it might have been a little better. So let's do that. Let's go variables. Stage 1. Stage 2, and oh Jesus, stage 0, and go over here and just put those like this. Let's put those in. That way this will be a lot better to duplicate, because now I can just go, you're 0, you're 1, and you are 2. Stop fighting it. And I'm just going to copy that. And let's, might do something different for when it's actually harvested. So 0, 1, and if you don't have stages, I mean, you always could do scales as well, scale it up or things like that. So let's now look at, we're going to build a corn, he's there, we're going to build a tomato, build another tomato, build another corn. And these things should grow. So let's make sure that's actually growing. Yeah, I mean, 10 seconds. His current age is 1. He's got to go 3. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna, for the demonstrations of this, I guess we really should cut down those times, or else we'll be waiting forever. Let's go 5 seconds. Now let's go 4 seconds. And actually, you know what? Probably even better than that. Whoops. Okay, so what are we on? Let's go to our tomato, and let's change this to a growth time. There we go. Now I can just do that. And then, you know what, I'm going to just copy that and just redo the corn, because why not? And 0 and 1 and 2. And save and go. See how they're starting to the corn's not functioning. The tomatoes are. So let's see what's wrong with our corn. What did we screw up? They never got this portion. Right. So let's go into the corn. Send event to game object to grow to start growing. And let's take him to 4. Right, and in reality, you'd probably want that growth time. Actually, the growth time doesn't need to be long, but the ages for the stages you might want to go real long with, so you can mouse over and see better on like the age and how they're doing. Okay, so there's our corn working. So one of the other things we might want to do, let's go back to 2D. So these guys, let's put them on a layer. Well, I guess let's just put them on seed layer, because we haven't actually used it yet. Corn can go on a seed layer. It's probably not the best name for it now, but whatever. Well, let's use work and work. All right, let's make a, let's make a little panel. And let's bring this down. I don't know, something like that. And let's move the anchor. Hold down Shift. Let's stick it on the side. No, stick it in the corner like that. All right, so this will be a display. And into the display, we have a text. And then we'll have another text. And both of those can, I don't know, go like that. To best fit, maybe. Make them white, sure. Yeah, that's probably fine. Nothing fancy. Okay, so let's go name, and let's go age. All right, so let's go back over here and make another FSM called displays. And all this one's going to do is mouse pick. And the plant. And this guy is only going to hit plants. Alright, so now if we mouse over a plant, what do we want to do? We wish to get name of the object, and get FSM int. Could also use floats just as easily. Of, let's put that down there. Plant, oh, that's going to be under grow, age, plant, int to string. So the int variable will be age, string variable will be age, string. We'll do format 00. And okay, we've gotten our data. Now let's the other thing I guess we could use with our variables, we have our display. There's no point in doing a search for those. So let's now UI set text UI text set text of age display, age string, copy, paste, name, to plant name, activate. So we will now activate the display. And then copy. Oh, let's copy them both actually. Copy and paste. And now let's use false. And if false, that can go there and go up here. Now there's a couple more things we might want to add to that, but let's see. So we built corn. So there's corn there. It's not going away. So we totally forgot this part. So we need to plant position and world to screen point. Put that near the top. So the camera and world point, plant position, every frame, X, Y, set position 2D, every frame, world, the display, that, and we're going to need to change that over. Move action to the bottom. So set vector to X, Y is display position and X, Y, every frame, display position. All right, so the other thing we need to make sure what we do is I want to make sure these raycast targets are off. I don't want to be hitting any of this stuff. Right, because now if I plant, I can see tomatoes. But when we leave, it's not staying there. Because we left it on activate. Well, that was stupid of me. There we go. So now we have that. So now we can see ages. Might want to trim the clone off of that, but I mean, you get the idea anyways, right? Could also do a thing where if age is X amount, then we change that from a value to, say, harvestable or something like that as a word instead. Of course, they'll keep aging though, because we don't have a cap or anything on that. All right, let's see what we're doing for time. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay. So, now, let's say we want the display is the other thing we want to do is active. So let's say if this guy is active. He is not active. Let's go false. Go. If he is active, I can't just go straight back because it'll loop endlessly forever. But we can go up here and do a next frame. There, now that won't display if the window is up. Right, so if this window's up here, right, if I plant that, see how that's up and over, and if I go over here, I slide over, like it won't pop back up. I'm free to play with this thing without this interfering. All right, so when are these harvestable? All right, let's do a bool, I guess. Can harvest. So let's go set bool value here to can harvest to false. And if we are here, we hit stage 3. I think it's technically stage 2. Let's not go back. Really no reason for it. Can harvest is true. So if we can harvest, what do we want to do? All right, let's add a text up here. And this will be our corn. In fact, I'll just name it like that. Corn. And we'll turn it, we'll even be yellow. And we'll make another text, a child of that. And that's going to be our value. And then we're going to take that and duplicate it and bring it over here. This one's going to be tomato. And it can be red. And it apparently needs to be bigger. And then let's take this guy and move him over here. Alright, so that guy, I'm going to pin him up there. This guy, I'm going to pin him up there. Now, here, I'm going to add a player or something. And we already have, I believe, yeah, get owner plant master. So, let's do int change. So we have corn. I don't know why I named it like that. That was a horrible naming. Past and tomato. Actually, I guess change kind of works. Whatever. So UI text, set text. Let's get both of them. So we have corn and convert corn. And we'll have tomatoes. And then finish and just go back. Okay, let's just temporarily save that. So let's now, there's another one for you. Harvest. And this one can be mouse pick plant. I mean, you could almost tack this onto the other one, but there's no point in making big complex. things. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go mouse button down, left. It's an event. Clicked. And if we click, we are going to do a mouse pick. And after the mouse pick, we want to is null, is plant null, is null, is not null. So if it's null, just go back. If it's not null, let's fsm bool test. I do not have that, so it's which is on the eco. It's a beautiful action. I don't know why I don't have it on here. Just kind of saves a step. But big whoop. So plant, nope. Grow. Oh, it is under plant. Nope, it's not. Right, corn doesn't have it yet. Grow, and nope, and plant. Oh. Could have sworn can harvest is a bool under grow. All right. Can harvest. There we go. Can harvest. Now let's get rid of those. All right. Now, bool test. True and false. If false, go back. If true, fsm add int, and actually I think it's on this guy, isn't it? So player add corn or tomato. Alright, so I guess the other thing we need to do is get name of the plant, name, and variable name. We're going to try to use name. Hopefully I've named them the same. Add 1. And then destroy object plant. Now you might want to add seeds and stuff as well, so you get, or numerous things. So as long as I spelt everything right there, it should work fine. Corn and tomato. So they're age 1. Oh, what happened to him? Oh, he doesn't have that logic yet. He's age 5. Tomato. See what tomato is doing. Activate stage 0. Alright, so apparently tomato got all screwed up. So tomato. Stage 1, stage 2. And let's take that, copy that. Grow save here. Oh man, totally messed that up now. All right, copy, go to corn, open, paste, can harvest, there, good. Hey, where'd my thing go? Copy, and corn. Copy, and oh, okay, well, I have to put it in a different spot. So there's that. Now the other thing we might want to add is things like, say, watering, right? And how do we pause that growth when we're watering? Right, so, whoops. Okay, the other thing I got to do is, if we're mousing over this stuff, we don't want, but there is a issue where these guys are activating stage 0. And I've dealt with that a few times before. I get mixed up variables. And that I always just got to reboot my Unity for. So, till then, let's do this. So, this guy's growing, right? What if we add another variable? Water level. So if this guy's growing and he does this, let's do water level, int compare. If water level is 0, go back. If it's less than that, go back. If it's good, okay. Good, and back. So now we've also now have a water function in here, sort of, that we haven't done much of. So I think we'd be better off changing these ages. So we're going to add, see, let's go like 30, 60. Okay, and then we'll greatly reduce this guy, like something like that. And then we could just subtract water here. You can also do an outside FSM, int subtract water level 1. Okay. Now, so let's go manager. So if this thing's busy, we don't go. We're going to go 3 and add the seed layer. So if tag ouch, copy, and this is why I put this next frame in. So if the tag is work, then we are going to ignore. Just like that. If we are hovering over another plant, we don't want this menu to pop up. Right, so I'm over there, I can click all I want, it doesn't happen. Click over here, I can get things. Okay, cool. So our tomato plant, I said now it has this thing and it needs water though. So it's not going to age at all. So if I build a tomato plant, you see like it's not aging. And if I give it now water, hate how this thing does that. Oop. And I give it some water level. You can see like it aged, still aging. And it should hit what, 60 roughly? And then it's run out of water. Right, so it's now waiting for more water. Which is where, if you wish to add another display, we'll just do a button. Oh, deactivate him. So now all of a sudden now we have a button, a water button. Okay, so if we don't necessarily need to ignore it anymore. Now we might want to do all of this. Copy, paste, copy, and paste. Only this is now the button. Set position of, so we have the pick position, set vector menu position, it's just a menu position, just a variable. And set position of button to there. And then I am going to copy and paste over here. So now this is that. Only we don't have this, so we can get rid of that clicked. The return, we need a return for this side, but we do have a UI button. So if button is clicked, let's water. All right, so now, So we're checking for closed, and if this thing's closed, that's right, I guess it's just a copy and paste. Let's do the button here. So if we water, let's FSM add now was that our tomato we was setting that up with? I mean, eventually it'll be both of them, but alright, so plant, no, grow, water level. Let's add, you know, like 10. Sure. And he could go here. The other thing I was going to do over here, copy and paste, is write, do a return, and on the train as well, right, we have this. So if we get button down right, we're going to do a cancel. And the cancel is, well, over here we get and we create, and we have a created plant. So let's destroy created plant. All right, save and go. Right, because now I should be able to create, right click and cancel. And apparently I screw something up when I do that. Where are we? Oh, right, and that's the other thing we got to do. If we cancel, we need to set that is busy. Right, so set FSM bool on this guy, manager is busy to false. There, now I can cancel, bring him up. No, we have an issue with that plant all of a sudden. But I can right click, I can cancel right there, right? And if I go over here, I can add water. Don't have any sound effects or anything, but now he's growing at least. But like I said, I mean, my Unity needs to reboot as my variables are getting screwy. So the other thing I wanted to do though, real quick, was on the displays, is we've hit a plant, so this is true, we've gone here, is active is false, we go here, let's get I guess we don't need to name every frame. And I'm going to bring these down because it's annoying me that they don't update. All right, right. So now when you plant, at least you can see. Right, and if I click on them, I can add water. Go away, water. I'm still not updating that. So let's see. Let's see. Displays. He is getting that. Doesn't get the name. He's converting that. We never set those to every frame. I mean, not that you want to be playing with UI every frame, but really, I mean, like one thing. Big whoop. Big whoop. Right, so let's click, let's add water. Oh, we can see it. Let's get rid of that. Now we can see it grow or age or whatever. It's hitting different stages. But we have obviously issues. So like I said, I need to reboot my Unity. So I guess we'll end the video there. I think it's been late enough anyways. Yeah, it's 50 minutes. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video.